Incoming transmission.
Picture this. A recording studio somewhere far, far away.
Welcome, Watchers of Illusion, to my Castle of Confusion. It's a bit of a sad start to the show today, as the sad passing of Ben Dalglish a couple of days ago has rocked the retro community. If you've had a Commodore 64, you've probably heard of some of Ben's music. You'll probably recognise him more for The Last Ninja, which he's been probably the most famous for. But he's done a host of games across the Amiga, C64, Spectrum, Amstrad, and a lot more. I'd like to pass on the condolences from myself, the Retro Revival show, to his family, who have just lost an amazing man. And I'd like to raise a cup of tea, especially for Ben. Anyway, let's brighten the mood a little bit. Looking at Monster World, Wonder Boy in Monster World on the Mega Drive, because it's Sega week. Well, yeah, it's Mega Drive week. Going to go and do some Master System next week. But it's a side-scrolling platformer, which I think you all will agree. It looks very pretty, and we haven't even started playing yet. So you get a little bit of a story here, and now we can start to move about. So you start in his house. Oh, you've got to be quite precise on the timing there, but that's not a problem. So we've got jump and we've got attack. So that's well, we can start with those buttons. Let's off we go. That's really, really nice. That is really very nice scrolling there. Sometimes you get very jerky scrolling, which is never a nice thing, and it takes away quite a lot from a game, but this is silky smooth scrolling. We always like that. The graphics are nice, I've got to say, very nicely done. Nice shades on the trees, and everything else too. Level design seems to be okay at the moment as well. So you get these little guys that, oh, that coin does not want to be caught, so I'm running away, and I've missed it. Never mind. Music's nice as well. I think all in all, it's going to be one of those games that's going to be a bit good to play. I always like a nice game that was good to play. I mean, there's a fair share of rotten ones, but we're not going to be looking at those this week. We'll be looking at some classic Sega games, and this one is up there with the best of them. I did Outrun the other day, and I'm hopefully going to be looking at something like, I don't know, what would you like to see come next from the Sega team? I could do Altered Beast, Golden Axe, Space Harrier, any of those really. So if there's any of those you'd like to see, then drop me a line in the comments, and we'll go from there. If not, I'll just pick one at random, and I'll get that done. So, yeah, very nice little animations here. I can't believe how smooth this is, actually. Like I've said before, you know, my history with the Mega Drive isn't brilliant, and I've only just started to really sort of appreciate the console for what it is. It's actually very good. Now, again, the only thing that I've got... Actually, the sound on this one is really good. I like that. Now, you'll know that my history with the Mega Drive, and Sega in general, that the sound chips have never been quite as good as I believed that the SNES and the Nintendo had. So you tend to get a good bassy sound from the SNES, and this game actually is giving the SNES a run for its money in the sound department, which is always good to see. It doesn't sound very tinny, it's got a nice bass line, and it'll keep you going without getting on your nerves, which is good. So yeah, you've got to collect gold. I believe you can buy things later on. I think there's some stores that you can get. So let's have a look at the heads up as well. So basically, you've got up there in the top left, that's your life. And underneath that are the life bars of any enemies you hit. You'll notice the little monkey there. Hit him once and his life bar went down. I think that's quite nice, because you can at least see how many hit points there's left before the enemy will bite the biscuit, so to speak. That's very, very pretty. They've done a very good job in the art department here. I think this is Wonder Boy 4, or is it Wonder Boy 5? There's an arcade game as well, Wonder Boy in Monster Land. Could be wrong, could be Monster World, but for the home efforts, it was Monster World. So Yes. But yeah, the Wonder Boy series was fairly addictive, actually. I don't think there's been many bad entries in this game series. If you've ever played the original Monster... So let me just get my head back in this whole then situation. Sorry, guys. The whole Wonder Boy, that's what I meant to say, series has been very good. So there we go. I like the fact when you jump in the water it slows you down. I think that's quite a nice feature. The enemies seem to respawn fairly quickly as well. I mean, I don't know whether you could sort of infinitely kill them and get lots of gold, and I wouldn't like to try and exploit that. Maybe some of you guys have tried it already. Let me know. Alright, so we can ride the jellyfish somehow. So let's have a look. Right, so he's not going to jump back out. I've got to be a certain distance away, I guess. Oh, hello. Right. So it's a timing-based system to get across to the other side. I'm going to actually have a look and see in a minute. Let's have a go. Nope, too early. So I'm going to have a look across here. Oh no, you've got to go jellyfish or else you can't get over the other side. So there are puzzle elements to the game as well. You guys have just got to figure it out. Sorry, this is all timing based. Let's see if I can actually pull off a miracle and get across to the other side. So the music and sound are very, very good. I'm really enjoying this. And, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yes, got across. Lovely. So there we are. Very pretty. Oh, I didn't think that was going to hurt me then. Should have guessed, really. I like the variety of enemies is nice as well. They're not all the same, which is great. So you've got variety in that. You can talk to everybody in these little houses as well. So we can have a full rest here. And I believe if you rest here, it will give you your lives back. But I'm not going to do that. I know I've got only half a heart left out of 3. But I'm just going to have a little explore around and hopefully give you guys a bit more of the game before we call it a day. But again, thanks to Phil for suggesting the Sega system games for this week. You can catch me on Facebook as well, the Retro Revival Show on Facebook. And if you've got any requests, you can drop them there as well. Come along and be a part of that. I am hoping to start some Facebook Live videos at some point soon. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, pop along to our page and have a look. Be more than welcome there, guys. Also, we have a website as well where all these videos get uploaded as well, which is www.theretroreview.co.uk. Have a look at that. It's probably, if you're a member of this channel, you don't really need to go and do that. But there you go. Sorry, waffling a bit today, guys. Do apologise. But yeah, so if you've never played this game, I think it's well worth your time, especially if you're a fan of the Wonder Boy series. I know that I've enjoyed them, and I did play Wonder Boy 3, I think it is, on the arcade, which is Monster Land, which I will having a look at some point in the future. Did you guys play this one? Did you have this one on your Mega Drives, or Genesis actually, because Mega Drive was the European name, where Genesis was for the... Look at the parallax on that, that's really, really cool. Liking this a lot. Remnants of Pac-Mania here. If you remember that, you go to see the fairy and she gives you flying boots. It's a bit of a... I'm not going to say they copied it or anything like that, or copied each other, but it just reminds me of that scene in Pac-Land. That is all. But yeah, it's a good game, and there's quite a few decent games on the Mega Drive. I'm going to be looking at some pretty bad ones as well at some point in the future. I used to do a feature called the Dungeon of Drax, where all the rubbish games used to get dropped into there. So if you want to see a return of that feature, then I can make that happen quite easily. Probably just knock up a new intro for it and all that. But if you'd like to see that feature return, then I'll be more than happy to help you out. That fairy is riding on that mushroom's head. I'm not quite sure why, but she seems to be having a great time. I haven't quite figured out what she's for, but I am running out of time. So I hope you've enjoyed the show. I'm sorry it's been a bit sort of more downbeat than normal, but hopefully you'll understand my reasonings. This was going to go out yesterday, but the news hit me a bit hard. So there we go. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed it. Hello to new subscribers, hello to existing subscribers. You're all awesome. You keep it retro, and I'll be back very soon to my normal self, hopefully. And I'll catch you all very, very soon. You take care. Bye for now.